God rebuked the storm. He rebuked the sea. They feared the wrong thing. Look at this, verse 41. And they feared exceedingly and said one to another, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? The disciples that are in the boat, they were crying. Oh, there's a great, what do you say? Look at this. There arose, verse 37, there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship so that it was full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow, and they awake him and said, Master, carest not that we perish? They're afraid of the storm. Then God rebukes the storm, and all of a sudden they recognize we need to be afraid of this man. Jesus rebuked the storm because they were afraid of the storm. Now they're afraid of Jesus. Wayne, if he can say, peace be still, and all of our problems are solved, why am I afraid of the problems? Why am I even afraid? It's because I have fear in the flesh instead of faith in my spirit. That's the struggle. Old man, new man. We all deal with it. When you find yourself overwhelmed with fear, you need to pray. You need to ask for forgiveness for being of the spirit of fear instead of a sound mind, instead of being filled with the Holy Spirit. You need to ask the Lord to give you the confidence that you need. Go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. We're almost done. Why are you so fearful? Jesus asked them. And then they feared him exceedingly. If they started out fearing Jesus, if they had the reverence that they had to begin with, they wouldn't have even had to wake him up. Imagine they're saying, man, the ship is getting beat up. The winds are tossing us around. The ship is full of water, but you know what? I'm afraid of God. He's going to get me through this. I'm not afraid of this storm. I'm afraid of God. And as long as I stay afraid of God, I can lose the ship and still live. You understand that? I mean, what if I lose my house? Well, maybe God doesn't want you there. Maybe He wants to take you to safer waters. What if I lose my job? You're tired of that job anyway. What are you talking about? Think about it. Sometimes we hold on to, well, I got all these trinkets I've been saving for years, my collection. Should have put it on eBay a decade ago and went soul winning. Right? All right, make sure your fear is in the right place, especially at this time. This is the spirit of a sound mind that the Holy Spirit gives us that we need to transfer to other Christians. We need to encourage them and not be overcome by fear. And listen, just talking about the news headline is going to cause some people to be overwhelmed with fear. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Listen, are you saved? Do you have the Holy Spirit dwelling inside of you? Are you afraid of the God of the storm, or are you afraid of the storm? Put it in perspective. Give them some scriptures. What was that?
Worst case scenario is heaven.
Worst case scenario is heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Worst case scenario is heaven. What are you going to do? Send me to heaven early? I'll beat you home. You want to race?